Hello, everybody. Welcome to my home in my comfortable couch. It's spiritual time again, right? Today, I'm going to touch on something a lot of you has requested, which is how to deal with emotions. And last week and the week before, I covered about how to get out of lack, and also why I think this is mankind's unprecedented era of lack. Okay, if you have not watched those videos, please refer to the cards on the links on the top left hand corner. Okay, now a lot of people, most people know I'm an option trader, and from some interactions with me, they'll know that I think and feel very differently, particularly in the way that I'm not very emotional. So a lot of people think like as a trader, you are just naturally emotionless. You are an emotionless person. Okay, that's what a lot of people think. But that is so far from the truth. There is no such thing as an emotionless human being. I have all the emotions. What today's hair? I have all the emotions that all of you have. Okay, I I get angry, jealous, everything. I have all that feeling. Okay, but I'm not slave to my emotions. Now the thing is, emotions become a problem when you become slave to your emotions. When you when everything you do is dictated by your emotion, that becomes a problem. And I think for most of you who have a problem with emotions, this is the case. Okay, this is the case. So there is no such thing as an emotionless human being. The key is how to deal with your emotions. Okay, now I'm going to teach you some simple tips and tricks that I personally use. Something I've never learned this from anyone. I came to realization about this particular issue when I was around about 10 years old. At that time, I realized one very important thing. Naturally, I realized that quite naturally, okay? Which is emotion. Realized that emotion is a physical thing. I feel the emotion as a physical reaction in my body. Like when I feel angry, it actually starts like Coca-Cola fizzling up from the middle of the chest. When I feel sad, I just feel like there is a thing like covering down from top of my head. Basically, I feel a physical sensation. That is when I start to ask myself, hey, so this thing that I think is my thinking is actually a physical sensation. Now, what if that is just a physical sensation and what I think is different? So, at that time, about 10 years old, I start to realize that what if what I think and what I feel are actually separate? Now, this is what a lot of people who has problem with emotions, they run into this problem. They think, to them the thinking and the feeling are the same, one and the same, but I realized that it's not. Oh, this is from wearing my specs, by the way. Oh, my specs are too heavy. So anyways, I realized that thinking and feeling are two different things. So it is very important that first of all you understand and come to a realization that there is a there is a physical sensation. I don't like to call that a feeling. It's just physical sensation that boils up somewhere on your body, and then your thinking chooses to act and collaborate with that physical sensation and produce a reaction. For instance, to me, I realized that the mechanism of getting angry is the moment I feel this fizzle up my chest, my thinking says, this is a volcano and I have to erupt it somehow. I have to let this come out of my mouth somehow, through my actions somehow. So my thinking directed my actions to either say mean things or what. Okay, basically, my thinking collaborated with that physical sensation to produce a reaction which I may or may not even like. Do you like to get angry? Do you like to react in an angry way and then, you know what? Regret for it after, like almost immediately? No, nobody wants that. right? So first of all, it's important to realize that your feeling and your thinking are two separate things. Now, once you come to that realization, this is the magic. This is when you stop being slave to your emotion. This is when you don't have to struggle emotion anymore, which is when you can choose how you think about that feeling, about that sensation. You can choose how you think about that thing coming up. You can choose how to think about that thing. I have all the emotions of human beings, exactly like all of you. A lot of you think I have no emotions. No, I have all the emotions. But the thing is, I choose how I react to them. Sometimes I choose not to react to them. So to some people, I have no emotion. Because why? Because they seem like this. Angry or what? Just I choose not to react to it. I choose not to give outwards expression to that physical feeling. Now at first it's hard. At first, some of you will experience like you're bottling up your emotions, right? Now at first you'll feel like that. But as you practice this over the longer term, you start to gain control of yourself. To the extent where right now for me, I allow these things to happen. You're not trying to press it. Like when you're bottling up emotions, you're trying to press it. You're trying to suppress it. Like you feel the fizzle, you're trying to suppress the fizzle. I don't want to feel this, I don't want to feel this. No. No, never do that. Oh, I don't want to feel that sadness. No, never do that. Never do that. The moment you suppress your emotions, it's gonna come out one day in a big way. You're gonna explode. Atama pang ya. Okay, so never do that. The key is understand the thinking and the physical sensation are two different things, and then you know what? You allow it to happen. So when I feel the fizzle, I don't try to suppress it. That in my head is, oh well, here comes the fizzle. Oh well, I'm reacting to this. And then you know what? I allow it to fizzle, but I'm not expressing it. And this is where the third thing comes in. Okay, so first is understanding that it's different. Second is understand you can choose your reaction, how you think about it, how you react to it. You can choose. There is a choice. Don't be slave to it. Once you've done step 1 and step 2, you're no longer a slave to emotion. Now we come to step 3, which to me is the most important. When this thing happens, start to ask yourself why. That means when I feel the fizzle come up, okay, I don't just, okay, it's fizzling, I choose not to do anything, I'm letting it be, okay, it's fine, but I want to push it one level higher. When I'm not showing any emotions, I'm not doing nothing. I'm asking myself, okay, now, why does this person saying this or doing that give me this feeling? I start to question myself, and I start to come to an understanding why this thing happened. The more you understand why it happened, the least it's going to affect you in future. Once you understand this, like the truth will set you free. Once you understand the truth about why you feel the way you feel, you stop blaming the other person. Because more than 90% of the time, okay, you feel that way only because of something already in you. You have to find that thing. And once you found it, be it a childhood memory, be it something nasty that happened before, you come to terms with it. Then the emotions don't disappear, but the intensity of the emotion and its power over you will greatly decline. And you'll come to the stage where you'll be like me, where I just let it be. I can, even if I feel the fizzle, I can smile. I don't fight it. I let it be. I understand why, but my thinking head will allows me to react differently, and I don't feel awkward about it, and I'm not bottling up my emotions. Okay? So the 3 steps to deal with your emotions. Okay? Can you guys recite what are the 3 steps? Recite the 3 steps and post it in the comments below. And let me know if it helps. Alright? See you guys next time for Spiritual Guru Jason. Limpe Mr. Limpe Guru. Annyeong.